Hello everyone. Today I'm bringing you a special journey, the revival of an orchid that seems completely lifeless. In front of you is a wilted orchid with dried roots, weak stems, and almost no signs of growth. But can a plant like this really be saved? In this video, I'll show you step by step how to restore it, stimulate new roots, and bring it back to life, proving that with the right method, even a dying orchid can recover in an amazing way. This is the current condition of the orchid. All the roots have dried out, shriveled into brittle strands, no longer able to absorb water or nutrients. When touched, they're fragile and break easily, with many parts turning dark brown or black, clear signs of long-term damage. The base of the plant is no longer firm, becoming soft and starting to rot from within. The leaves are severely dehydrated, wrinkled, and have lost their firmness. Their green color has faded noticeably. The plant shows almost no signs of growth, no new roots, no new shoots, indicating a very serious level of decline. Without timely intervention, this orchid may not survive much longer. This condition shows that the orchid has gone through a long period of dehydration and lack of nutrients, possibly combined with hidden fungal issues that have gradually destroyed the root system. Once the roots completely lose their function, the plant can no longer sustain itself, and its metabolic processes nearly come to a halt. This is an extremely critical stage if not treated quickly. The rot can spread through the base, and the plant may have no chance of recovery. However, I'm not going to give up here. Even in such a severe condition, as long as the base is not completely damaged, there is still a chance to stimulate new root growth and slowly bring the plant back to life. Right now, I'm going to start the recovery process, step by step, beginning with cleaning and removing all the damaged parts. If you like this idea, don't forget to give me a like and hit the notification bell to see the latest videos. Thank you very much. The first step I'm going to do is remove all the damaged roots. Any roots that are dry, hollow inside, dark brown, or mushy can no longer recover. Keeping them will only increase the risk of fungus and further decline. So I'll use clean scissors to carefully cut away all the damaged parts, leaving only the firm, healthy sections, if any remain. This process needs to be done carefully and cleanly, avoiding unnecessary damage to the base. After removing all the bad roots, the orchid may look almost bare, but this is the most important step to start its recovery. After trimming, I will carefully inspect the entire base once again and clean away any remaining damaged tissue to make sure there is nothing left that could lead to further rot. Next, I will use garlic to disinfect and treat the orchid. Garlic is a natural ingredient with strong antibacterial and antifungal properties, commonly used to treat weak or diseased plants. It contains natural compounds that help kill bacteria, suppress harmful fungi, and clean plant wounds after pruning. For orchids, using garlic water helps prevent root and base rot, reduces the risk of fungal infections, and creates a safer environment for new root growth. I will blend the garlic, then filter out the pulp, keeping only the liquid extract. I will set aside a small portion of this garlic water for the next step and dilute the remaining liquid with clean water to create a treatment solution. Then I will soak the base of the processed orchid in this diluted solution for about 2 hours. This soaking allows the natural compounds in garlic to penetrate the cut surfaces, helping to reduce bacteria and fungus while preparing the plant for recovery. Next, I will use the remaining garlic solution saved earlier to treat the orchid growing medium. I will dilute it slightly and soak or evenly water the entire medium to help eliminate bacteria and fungi that may still be present. Old growing media often harbor a lot of pathogens, and if not properly treated, the orchid can easily get reinfected after replanting. This step helps clean the growing environment, creating a safer and healthier condition for the orchid to recover and grow while reducing the risk of root rot in the future. I will soak the growing medium in the garlic solution for a short time, so the antibacterial and antifungal compounds can penetrate evenly, helping eliminate any remaining pathogens. Next, I will clean the planting pot thoroughly. Old pots often accumulate fungi, bacteria, and dirt over time. I will wash both the inside and outside carefully, removing all residues, especially the small gaps and drainage holes. After cleaning the pot, I will take the treated growing medium and place it into the pot. I will arrange it gently, avoiding packing it too tightly to maintain good airflow, allowing future roots to grow easily and preventing water retention. The medium will be evenly layered from bottom to top, creating a stable base for placing the orchid. Proper arrangement of the growing medium is important, as it directly affects drainage, aeration, and the plant's recovery in the next stage. After about 2 hours of soaking, the orchid has been cleaned and treated, and the cut areas have started to stabilize. At this point, I will begin replanting it into the prepared pot with the growing medium. I would gently place the base in the center of the pot, hold it steady, and add more medium around it to keep the plant upright. I won't bury the base too deep to avoid excess moisture and rot, while ensuring enough airflow so the orchid can adapt and start developing new roots. After securing the plant in the pot, I will add a fresh layer of growing medium on top. This layer helps retain light moisture around the base, while protecting it from external environmental factors. I will apply a thin, balanced layer not too thick to avoid excess moisture retention. This fresh top layer also creates a cleaner environment, helping the orchid stabilize faster and supporting new root development after replanting. After replanting, I will use small organic fertilizer pellets and place them into the pot. This type of fertilizer dissolves slowly, providing nutrients gradually over time and preventing fertilizer shock while the plant is still weak. Next, I will lightly mist the entire orchid and the surface of the growing medium. Misting provides just enough moisture without causing excess water to accumulate at the base. This is very important when the plant is still weak after treatment. After completing this step, I will move the orchid to a place with gentle light and good airflow. It should not be placed under direct sunlight. Only soft, natural light is needed for the plant to adapt and recover. Surprisingly, after 15 days, the orchid has started to show clear signs of recovery. From a nearly lifeless state, the base is becoming firmer, and new roots are beginning to emerge white, fresh, and full of life. At this stage, the plant needs special care and additional nutrients to support recovery. I will use NHA dam to help stimulate root growth and strengthen the orchid. Aloe vera contains natural nutrients that promote root development, soothe damaged tissues, and support recovery. I will extract the gel, dilute it with water, and lightly spray it on the base and new roots. This provides gentle moisture and nutrients, which is ideal for weakened. Next, I will soak the entire orchid pot in a diluted NHA dam solution for about 20 minutes, then remove it and let it drain naturally. This soaking allows the nutrients from aloe vera to penetrate the medium and roots, helping stimulate new root growth and speed up recovery. Wow! After 35 days, the orchid has almost fully recovered and matured again. From a wilted plant with dried roots and no life, it now has a strong root system firmly attached to the growing medium. The leaves are deep green, firm, and full of vitality, with new growth beginning to appear. This result shows that with proper care and patience, even a nearly lost orchid can recover and grow healthy again. surprisingly, the orchid has bloomed beautifully. From a nearly lifeless plant, it now produces fresh, vibrant flowers, a true result of patience and proper care. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next videos.